Imagine who we could be. Somebody tell me what's the remedy that's turning me and my brothers into enemies. A week ago, I lost a friend to me to some senseless beef. Now we in the streets. Loyalty defeated by royalty. We idolize being paid in full while Netflixing and chilling in belly to be an adult. And notice that lifestyle will put you in the celly. Now you mad because someone's smashing your BM in the telly. Tell me what's the remedy that's turning me and my brothers to enemies. Top of the morning, everybody. It's your boy Emilio the Dawn reporting live from the Man Cave. And first off, give God thanks for bringing us through 2020 and waking us up in 2021. This message this morning is going to be real simple. I just want to share something with y'all that I do every year. So here is a list of my goals that I wrote down last year at the beginning of the new year for 2020. There's 20 goals on this sheet, and at the bottom of the sheet, I sign it to myself. Now, this is something supernatural, something I've been doing since high school in terms of trying to make it to college and being a all accolade type of player, or even making it to the NFL, or even trying to get promoted to certain jobs or whatever the case may be. I'm always challenging myself to grow and hit new pinnacles and new obstacles in my life. And this year, the goals I set up for myself were very challenging, and they were very life-changing, I should say, because it forced me to look at my everyday life in a different way and actually pursue my dreams and turn them into real actions. You know, I wrote down 20 goals, and out of the 20 goals, I accomplished 12 of them. And I think that's outstanding because that's about 60% of your goals. Now, if you don't accomplish all 100% of your goals, do not get discouraged. The most important thing is to have something that you're working towards on a daily basis. The most important thing is having direction, having a blueprint for your final success and your ultimate success. You know, when I accomplish those goals, now when I make my new goals for the new year, the goals that I did not accomplish, I just reconstruct them and I see why I didn't accomplish them and what happened, and I push them over to the new year. The goals that I did accomplish, I tried to sustain that success and also amplify that wealth so that I could cherish that moment and those blessings continue to overflow throughout the new year. This year, you know, just for example, one of the goals that I wrote down at the beginning of 2020 was to get certified and finish my NASM certification. I did that. One of the goals was to train at least 40 people in 1 month, or 40 sessions in 1 month, and I believe I did that. I wanted to save up a certain amount of money by a certain month in time. I did that. I wanted a certain credit score. I did that. I wanted to start my business and create my own LLC. I did that. You know, and these are just the things that I wrote down. I was just one day thinking like, okay, this is what I want to be. This is who I want to be in the new year. And this is where I want to go towards this year. And the more that I work towards these goals, the better off I will be and the better individual I will be. The most important goal on this for me is to pray every morning and every night and be a better man before my family and God. The reason why I say that is because the older you get, it's no longer a physical battle. It's a spiritual battle. Throughout all this love and hate in the cold world that we live in, it's very important to protect your peace. It's very important to protect your circle. It's very important to understand the energies that you're bringing in and out around you. And, you know, just thinking about that going into 2021, there's a lot of energy and there's a lot of things that I noticed in the past that I have to get away from because it continues to either distract me or alter my vision when it comes to my goals. And, you know, it's okay to separate yourself when the new year comes, but I think that it's selfish and it's a little childish of us to wait for a new year or to wait for such a moment to make great change. You know, life is all about timing, but sometimes we procrastinate so much that we extend the time where we really need to be successful. You know, man, I'm just so proud that I made it through 2020. My family made it through 2020. My loved ones made it through 2020. I'm heartbroken for all the ones that we lost in 2020, from COVID-19 to senseless deaths and you know, just people losing their jobs, small businesses closing. But at the same time, I'm so proud of all these young entrepreneurs stepping up and opening up businesses and chasing their path and finding their true identity. 2020 is all about the double blessings and clearing up your visions and actually seeing what you're capable of and what you bring to this world. I watched a show last night on a individual who was popular in the music world. He found so many great singers, and he knew nothing about the music business specifically. He wasn't an artist, he wasn't a musician, but he knew what he brought to this world. He was just a people person, and he had the ability to connect two parties and motivate people to achieve a common goal without even understanding. And that's how he became so wealthy, where he met presidents and he was connected to the mafia, and all these powerful people know this man. And I'm watching this video last night, like, this man only made it past the ninth grade and became a millionaire, and he's still known to this day, from presidents to drug dealers to popular musicians who actually changed and made a change in the game. And it's because he stayed true to himself. He stayed true to his passion and what he brought to this world and amplified it and made sure that whoever doubted him, he would prove them wrong. And he didn't take no from nobody. I sit back and I look at these men of color back in the days, in the early 50s and 60s and 70s, and how young they were and how they stood up and they fought for their rights. And I pay attention today to how young we were and all the stupid stuff that we did to tear each other apart. It just seems like back then we was fighting to come together. Today we just be fighting to tear each other apart. And what I mean by that, man, it's just a lot, man, in terms of the mentality and how we compete with each other and how we don't build each other up, but we'll go ahead and build another race up so fast. It's a scary thing, but at the same time, I'm going to just keep pushing and I'm going to keep believing that we could change this outcome. But most importantly, man, this message is just to send some motivation and send some light into 2021, man. And no matter what happens, keep going, keep grinding. It can only get better from here. If you made it through the last 12 months, it can only go up from here. I mean, you done been so prepared through the last 12 months of everything that we went through. I'm pretty sure you can handle Armageddon right now. Like, that's how I'm feeling. Like, 2021 is already won. It's a mentality. It's just as much as a lifestyle. It's your boy Emilio the Dawn, reporting live from the Man Cave, man. I just wanted to give y'all some motivation before I get this workout in. I'm in the Man Cave studios, but right over there is the gym, and I'm about to get right. I got the fitness merch on deck. You see the sweaters. The black and gold is sold out. I appreciate everybody who copped the sweater. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload a podcast and make sure I become more organized with my business this year. I definitely want to become more organized. Instead of making yearly goals, this year I'm going to do weekly goals. And I really believe that's going to help me take off of my brand and hold myself accountable to where on a weekly basis I have to execute a certain amount of things in order to achieve my ultimate potential, compared to yearly goals where I just know that I have to accomplish something and I'm going to work towards it. And it's still amazing for me to be able to accomplish 60% of my goals that I wrote down and I signed it to myself, you know what I mean? And the other 8 goals just need to be amplified, changed, or just pushed to the next year because of timing. But it's amazing. I really think everybody should write down their goals, write down what they want out the new year and pursue it. Whether it's love, faith, financial, mental peace, whatever that bond is that you're craving for, man. I hope that you find it. I hope 2021 brings you nothing but success, flourishment of financial peace and freedom, and I hope we just get back to our norm, man. But in the meanwhile, continue to work on yourself. Continue to build yourself up, me and my brother, we talk about this all the time. Look where we came from and look what we doing now. It's all about jumping over hurdles. It's all about keeping this thing going. It's your boy Emilio the Dawn, reporting live for the Man Cave, man. It's the power in our minds that only we can feel and understand. You heard? Stay tuned for more interviews. Like I said, I got more Man Cave merch dropping. If you need a sweater, if you need a shirt, hit me up. Check out my fitness page as well. We gonna keep this going up, man. We going up. 2021. It's that fourth quarter pressure. It's over now, but we back into the first quarter. There ain't no days off.